Hello, everyone. This is Paul Fisher. I'm doing the live broadcast out of Henderson, Nevada for the Billion Coin cryptocurrency that's been out for 2 years. It's abundance based. It goes up in value every day. It never goes down. It's not on a trading exchange where it can be manipulated by the market, by the wealthy. So we completely control our coin and the way it works. It's called the Billion Coin. Oh, and first I should mention that this is part of a 24/7 broadcast system where those of us leaders in the Billion Coin can grab a half-hour slot or sometimes even an hour slot, but basically a half-hour slot anywhere in that 24-hour period and do a live broadcast. So the point is to try to get all, what would that be, 48 half-hour time slots filled up. And then we even have a backup system where if we have more people that want to do broadcasts, we'll open up another 48 slots. And you can pick who you want to watch. Keep in mind that the reason we're doing this is because those live videos stay on the YouTube, okay? After you're done, they're part of the person's YouTube channel. So people can go back and watch them if they just like the way you talk and like the way you broadcast. They can become a fan, okay? And watch your videos anytime it's convenient for them. And the live broadcasts are good because if you have a question, you can get it answered right away. Now, except for me, I haven't figured out how to do a chat yet. I looked at another person who was trying to explain how to do a chat, and she split her screen and did all this different stuff, and sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't, and I couldn't figure it out. So I'm going to try again tonight to get that figured out. But I apologize, I won't be able to see anybody on my chat today or answer anybody. But if anybody is watching, hi, thank you so much for watching live. Okay, so we started doing this 24/7 broadcast March 21st, okay, which is our 2nd year anniversary. And we're doing it because we are about to migrate to super high-tech, super fast blockchain platform. Okay, it's not the old one that Bitcoin is running on and all the other ones, most of the other ones, because that's used to be all we had. But as you know, technology is increasing and it's getting better. And we can't really get a coin going really well if we can only do 7 to 10 transactions a second, when Visa and MasterCard can do thousands of transactions in a second. So that's the kind of blockchain we're moving over to now, okay? We can do thousands of transactions a second. Just unbelievably fast. So that will make a huge difference in anyone's coin to be able to use it, okay? Because if you could go into a store, a busy store, and go through the checkout line and then pay for it on the register by just grabbing your phone like they do now, and well, now they've got, you know, your Visa card or MasterCard, a picture of it, and that's all they do. They swipe it and bam, you're out of there. Now you'll be able to do that with the Billion Coin. There'll be probably a QR code. You'll flash it and you're done. You're out of there, okay? That's what makes a currency viable, okay, is when you can transact it in seconds in the easiest way possible. And that's what we're going to. We start migrating April 30th, okay, which is 10 days away. Okay, and that will go for 90 days, which gives us plenty of time to migrate 3 million members that we have so far in 2 years over to the new blockchain platform. We're also getting a new wallet system, and it's just going to be spectacular. And then we're going to explode in membership, okay? We call ourselves the Billion Coin because we are only going to have 1 billion coins made, okay? There's only 1 billion coins made. There's never going to be more than 1 billion coins available. But there is going to be 1 billion, which gives us enough with those 1 billion coins in all the divisions of kringles that we call the division pieces of the coin, kringles, for the rest of the 6.5 billion people on the earth, okay? It brings abundance. That's why it's an abundance-based coin. Compare that to Bitcoin, which is not only on a slow system. I don't know when it's ever going to be able to use quickly in transactions, but it still has value. Okay, don't get me wrong. It still has value. It can still be used peer-to-peer as long as people don't mind the slow transactions, the limited transactions. Okay, but the fact that it's only got 21 million, which is quite small compared to 1 billion. It's even smaller compared to 7.5 billion people. There's never going to be enough Bitcoin to go around. Okay, Bitcoin by itself will not bring abundance to the world. It will not eliminate financial poverty in this world. There will not be enough of it for the people of this world to fix the problems in their countries. Fresh water, fresh, clean, healthy water is a must for every human being on this earth. It's not the way it is today, okay? And not only that, but food, okay? Everyone should have food. There should never be a problem with food. Everyone should have modern sewage systems, pipes. I don't care. I said this the other day. You can live in a village in the middle of some, desert or in a teepee, but you shouldn't have to go out and do your thing in a hole and then cover it up with dirt. Not in today's age with the abundance we have, but that's the enslavement that we're under with this debt-based fiat currency system that the central means they have control. Central banking system has taken over our country. It started in 1913. Well, they've been preparing it before that. They started it and got it in before that, but a couple of presidents got rid of it. Andrew Jackson was the first one. Trump is the latest one to get rid of it. But this time, we're getting rid of it for good. It's not coming back, okay? And the reason why is because technology has reached the point where we now can do that. It's that simple. Central banking system is panicking and will do almost anything to try to hang on to the narrative and the control of their system. They don't want to lose, but they're losing. You see what's going on, okay, around the world. Central banking system is mostly in the Western world, okay, Europe and America continent, and Indonesia, Philippines, Japan. It's not in China. Well, yeah, it is in China. China uses the US dollar, fiat, Federal Reserve note. Russia doesn't. That's why the central banking system hates Russia. They just hate Russia because Putin kicked them out. Okay, and so the deep state is not in Russia. They don't know anything about Russia. They don't have any monetary control over the Russian people or the Russian government. Russia is their enemy, okay? And just common sense, if you see what's been going on the last 5 years, you can see what the deep state has been trying to do with get us into a war with Russia. So they can take the Russian country back again. It's not going to happen. But you saw what happened with Europe. Okay, the European Union came along. They got them all together as one. Okay, because that's what they're all about. Globalism, one new world order. Okay, one world order where they can have and control everybody. Okay, and control technology. They can scoop it up to themselves and say, oh, we can't give that out because then you guys will have your own power. Okay. And I talked about this before, how Nicholas Tesla in his lifetime was bringing us free electricity. Okay. Wireless electricity back in the 30s. Okay. No. Central banking system freaked out. What? Free electricity? No, we're making money by charging everybody electricity. And we need to control that electricity on top of that. So they yanked his funding. And anyway, just go look up Nikola Tesla's life and see how he ended his life. It's sad. It's heartbreaking. The man was a genius, okay? He was bringing us so many things because he was so smart, and the central banking system stopped him. And now you hear these rumors, oh, they're bringing out wireless electricity. Well, yeah, because now they've got enough technology where they can control it and charge you for it, just like our Wi-Fi. And I've said that before. Wi-Fi should be free. It was free. You know who created Wi-Fi? Hedy Lamarr, the actress who played in, what was it, Samson and Delilah with Victor Mature? Yeah, she was a genius. Her and her friend developed the technology, the radar technology that eventually our Wi-Fi system came to be. Okay? And that's how far back it goes. But again, the powers that be took control of it until they could figure out with enough technology that they could control it rather than give it out free. Okay? So that they can control it and charge you money. They charge us for electricity. They charge us for gas. They charge us for Wi-Fi, cell phone. They charge us for anything and everything they possibly can. Okay? They charge us for water. Okay. I can understand being charged for water if they got it filtered or whatever, but not at the prices they're doing it. And we still have countries that have filthy, filthy water, okay? And countries that have filthy, filthy sanitary systems, okay? And none of that should be going on in 2018, okay? None of that should be going on. So we're getting rid of, because we have the ability to finally get rid of, or at least fight back and win against the central banking system. Okay? They're so used to being in power that they don't think they can be taken out. But they're being taken out because Trump and patriots are winning wars, well, we're winning battles every day. Okay, just watch what's going on. Okay? And it's going to be a little rough when we transition into a new monetary system, but it will be soft under Trump and his narrative, or it will be real rough if the central banking system wins the narrative and blames everything on Trump and it doesn't work out the way we want it to. Okay? But either way, you're going to see a new monetary system because the old one's done. It's finito. Okay? It can't go anymore. It can't go anymore. Okay? Especially once China starts to send all their US dollars back here because they no longer need it. Because Saudi Arabia is going to start accepting the Chinese yuan, a cryptocurrency form that they will use to sell their oil to China. And when they don't need the US dollar to buy their oil, that's the end of the US dollar. It's going to end up back here in America. It's going to flood our system, and there goes the complete valuation of any so-called valuation it has right now. And the only reason it has valuation now is because we, the people, believe that it does, and so we use it. But they control it. That's why they are purposely inflating it by a minimum of 2% every year. So you see what's happening out there. The Fed is kind of panicking with the situation that's going on. They're starting to slowly raise the interest rates. You know what happens when they raise the interest rates? We have the bubble burst, like we did in 2008. And 2008 brought a little bit of a change because technology had gotten to the point where somebody said, hey, there's got to be a better way. And they used encryption technology. That's why they call cryptocurrency crypto, for encryption, to create a blockchain platform where no one person is in control. No one person. Okay, instead you've got hundreds of people involved, okay, that are out there and nobody knows who they are. Okay. So, and then it just went from there. The technologies just kept getting better and better. Our coin, the Billion coin, is so exciting, and I'm so passionate about it because it's part decentralized and part centralized. It's the best of both worlds, okay? Rather than being completely centralized by one person, basically, which is the way the central banking system is. There's just a few people at the top who are controlling the system, okay? And with our coin and the way it was created, we have partial control. We actually know who has the Billion coin, okay? We actually know all 3 million members who have it. Not we, I don't know, but the admin does. The one person that created it, he knows. Okay, nobody knows who he is. Okay, but he communicates to us every day through his blog. Okay, and the great thing about having partial control like that is that we can create a community. Okay, with Bitcoin, there's no community. There's 12 million people using it, 12 million. It's not enough for a full economy. You got to have at least somewhere between 50 and 100 million to start really having a decent economy where people are accepting the coin and using it to turn around and buy their products and turn around and sell back to the public again. When everything's working that way, you've got an economy. 12 million is not enough. But that's a guess because there's really no way of knowing exactly how many people are using Bitcoin. It can only be a guess, okay? Because that's how the blockchain, the encryption, the entire system and platform is set up, is to keep it private, okay? So the banking system that's in control can't touch it, okay? But they can buy it up, and they can mess around with it when people put their coin on a market exchange. They can manipulate the price, which is what they're doing. Taking it up when they feel like it, dumping it, selling it when they feel like it, picking up more of your coins at the bottom, taking it back up, dumping it again. Bottom line, they end up with all the coins eventually. There's so much of the coins, and then there's just little left. It's the same thing that's happening with our fiat currency. Okay, there's a few wealthy people. I forget the percentage, 1 or 2 or 3% of the people that have more money than the entire rest of the 97, 98, 99% of the world. It's insane. Okay, it's so imbalanced. And I mentioned before when we talked about billionaires, there's only 2,047 billionaires in the entire world. 2,047 people have 1 billion or more. Okay, or are worth 1 billion or more out of 7.5 billion people. Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't, because when you have such a few amount of people with that kind of wealth, Okay. Most of them are not really good people. So what do they do with their money? They're very, 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 very tempted to do bad. But if we have our way and our say with the billion coin, our first billion members will max out the coin's value at 1 billion euros for each coin. So if we have 3 million members now after the second year, and we've gone through 2 years of slow process, okay, word of mouth, no advertising, no trading exchange to get us out there, our name out there. We're just on YouTube. People, hey, I've got the billion coin and this is what it means. And then people say, well, you know, it sounds like a scam because it's not on the trading exchange. Well, no, it's the exact opposite. You're not thinking right. But I understand that mentality, okay? But we grew 30 times last year, okay? Went from 97,000 at the end of our first year to 3 million in the next 12 months. Okay, so where was I getting at? Here's what I want to talk about today. It's really important. And I may go over again because there is one slot open. A guy named Roy is coming on live right after me. He does a good job. If you want to go listen to him and watch him, please do so right at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. And otherwise, hang around. But anyway, a lot of people freak out when they hear the word billion. Okay. A lot of people don't even realize just how much $1 billion is, okay, or 1 billion euros. So, being attacked by a 4-year-old. Okay. So I kind of want to give you a little idea of how much $1 billion is because you have an opportunity even after 2 years to get yourself one full coin, which will be worth $1 billion when it maxes out at our first billion members. So our purpose is being able to distribute our coin in a balanced way so that it balances the wealth to the masses. Okay, we are not in a system where we're allowing some wealthy people to come along and buy up all the coin like you can with Bitcoin and all those coins that are on the trading exchanges. Every one of those, the rich people can buy them up and start manipulating the price. Okay, you can't with our coin. Okay, and that's the genius of our coin. And that's why it will work. Because our first goal is 1 million billionaires. And then after that, 1 billion millionaires. Okay, the millionaires, it doesn't take a full coin to be a millionaire or a multimillionaire. It's just going to take kringles, a certain amount of kringles. Okay, so we've got plenty to, again, create or eliminate all poverty, financial poverty in the world with our coin. And that's what it's going to do. And if you think Bitcoin is popular now with only 12 million members, wait and see what's going to happen 12 months from now. We're just going to blow Bitcoin away because we're going to be at 85 million minimum in 12 months from now. Okay, and that's if we just grow 30 times again. But we're not slow anymore. Okay, and we're not slow. We have the technology now to do take real action. Okay. So we are going to be able to do things Bitcoin can't do. That's That's a fact. Okay. That's what's going to happen. So we're at a position now with the way we do our distributing our coin. We give everybody free Kringles. Anybody who wants signs up for free with an email address and a name. Email address has to be real because you will get sent 2 emails which will have confirmation links in those emails. You will need to click those on to actually set the process up and literally create your wallet and literally create your go ahead and create your back office in the Kringle Cash so that you can turn around and give that free gift to your family and friends and anybody you care about. Okay. And keep you informed, educate you, do everything. The Kringle Cash back office is incredible. Okay. There is a $10 charge that's coming up when we migrate over to the new system. It's a one-time $10 for the wallet fee for life. No transaction fees. No transaction fees. Okay, right now you use Bitcoin and you're going to be charged a fee every time you use it. You're going to be charged a fee by the miner. Okay, by the miners every time you use it, which will add up to hundreds of thousands of dollars over time. We're not set up that way. Okay, we're not set up where there's miners out there that need to make some money. No. Okay, that's what makes us so different. We are abundance based. There's no need for us to gouge anybody for anything. Okay, we're not after your money. I've said this before. Okay, so our system is set up to where we're giving the coin away. There's a $10. It's an annual fee for the Kringle back office once a year. But if you pay it through the Kringle back office when you first sign up and get your free Kringles, and after the 30th, you've got everything brand new. Okay, you pay your $10. And it will include both the annual fee for your Kringle back office, and it will also, admin will include the lifetime fee for your wallet. Okay, so if you were to do it separate, they'll charge you $10 for each, and then you'd end up paying $20. Okay, so you can save $10 by just doing it the way we do it, which is we give you a link that will direct you straight to the Kringle Cash back office system, and you'll sign up there first, and then they will take care of the wallet for you and send you 2 emails, which you will open up. You're likely to find them in your spam because you're not used to getting emails from this particular system, and they come very fast. So you'll find them, open them up. There'll be a confirmation link at the bottom, some kind of validation confirmation link, hyperlink. You'll click on it. You'll click on one. It will create the back office for Kringle Cash. You open up the second email, click on, and it creates literally your wallet and puts your Kringles right in there. Okay? 25,000 Kringles. It's worth about $950 US today. Okay, and we'll continue to go up in value until it gets to our first billion members, which tops out for 25,000 Kringles right now, about $300,000. But $300,000 is not going to make you rich. Yeah, you can buy a house with it, but it's not going to make you rich. Okay, so we want you guys to be as abundant as possible. Yes, there's different economic situations in the world. We understand that things cost differently in different places of the world, but we're making it as easy as we possibly can. Right now, our coin is going for a little over 3 million euros, closer to 4 million US dollars. You can't buy a coin. Okay. Did you say thank you? Okay. Excuse me. But anyway, what was I saying? You can't buy one right now because it costs too much. But you could buy Kringles, okay? But that's not going to do anybody any good. 2 years later, right? When the price of our coin is that much. But that's the way it is with all the other coins. Look at all the other, if you buy a Bitcoin right now, one Bitcoin costs you over $8,000 today, right? How many people can go out and buy one Bitcoin right now? Okay, you see what I'm saying? But that's never going to change. And over time, because of supply and demand, only 21 million coins ever going to be mined, that price is going to go up every year for a while and just get more expensive to own or for people to buy a full coin. But they'll be able to buy pieces of it, which is called Satoshi. But anyway, you basically missed the boat on Bitcoin. Now, some of these new coins, obviously, that's what they push. Hey, this is a new coin. It's brand new. The ship is in. Come on aboard. Come on, guys. Get back. And come on and spend your money. Buy a bunch of our coins when it's really cheap. Because a year from now, whoa, you know, you're gonna be wealthy. Some of those ICOs never even make it to the trading exchange. They just disappear. Okay. But the other ones that make it onto the trading exchange will, you know, well, it's just a gamble whether they'll go up and stay up or go up and down or just maintain whatever. But anyway, our system is, since our system's not that way, you definitely want to get a hold of some of our coin. That's the bottom line. That's why I'm doing these videos, live broadcasts every day if I can, to keep reiterating that everybody needs to get this. The sooner the better. Why? Because the economic system that we're on right now is about to fall apart. And I don't mean to say that to scare anybody. It fell apart in 71. We made it through it. We have had recessions. We make it through it, but a lot of us lose. I mean, in 2008, I can't tell you how many friends I had that had their retirement funds in the market, the stock market, and they lost their retirement. It is just heartbreaking, okay? Because they put their financial future in the hands of these certified financial planners, some kind of financial advisor who's out for himself to make as much commission as he can with other people's money. And because we don't want to take the time to educate ourselves and know where to put our money, we just say, oh, is this how? Oh, okay, do that. Yeah, you know, and then what happened? You know, everybody lost their homes. Oh my gosh. So many of our friends here in Las Vegas, you know, Las Vegas was just screaming back in 2000s, the early 2000s. The prices of homes were going crazy. People were selling their homes, literally ending up with $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 that they could just put right into a retirement account. You know, and go buy another home. Still have a couple $100,000, buy another home. Then it went all to poo-poo. Okay, when it crashed, and the bubble crashed in real estate in 2008, the prices went down, and a lot of people lost. And it really hasn't gone back up. It's kind of, but it's phony. Okay, it's phony. And I'm really worried about the people who have purchased homes at a high price in the last year, and or anybody that's refinanced lately. They're going to get hurt when that bubble bursts again if they're not paying attention. So what I don't want to scare anybody. I'm just saying, here's a solution. Get yourself free Kringles. Yeah, it's only worth less than $1,000 today, but it will be worth $300,000 when we get to 1 billion members, which we will get to in 2 years. We can do it in 2 months if people just got together. But people are not used to coming together. They're not used to coming together. Almost like they're afraid. Okay, but it just depends on the country, how they've been raised, their ideologies. In fact, a lot of people contradict their ideologies. Okay, the Bible certainly says come together. The Bible certainly says, the scriptures, Old and New Testament, talk about come together, okay? Love everybody, okay? Work together, be nice to everybody, and move forward. But it's not happening fast enough, but it will, okay? It will, it has to. It's like I said, when the technology is out there like it is today, then it's going to get noticed. People, just from their own basic human traits of greed, are going to say, your coin, I can accept it, and it's going to go up in value tomorrow, next week, the following week, every week it's going to go up in value. It's never going to go down. But if I take your Bitcoin or your Ethereum or your Litecoin, it could go down tomorrow. And then I'd be in a world of, hurt. So that's the difference. That's what's going to make the billion coin blow up in the sense of growth. And we'll get to millions in the next 12 months because of our system that we're migrating to in 10 days. Okay. We will overtake 12 million members of the Bitcoin just like that. We're at 3 million. We're going to jump past 12 million just like that and go on and on and on. I wouldn't be surprised if it went over 100 million in 12 months. But it could easily, 100 million is 1/10 of a billion right there. Okay, and if we grew that much, then following year we would grow to 1 billion. Okay, and then we'd be at max price. The whole entire world would change financially. Okay, and if you're thinking about, well, how can that happen? I'm so used to this system. Yes, we are. We're so used to this system. We're so used to being enslaved. We're so used to having fear from the corporate media, who is owned by the central banking system, to tell us what they want us to know and to scare us into saying whatever and doing whatever they want us to do to stay slaves, that we don't realize, wait a second, I have my mind. There is technology now. These coins are working. Look at the countries around you and see what's happening. Look at China and see what's happening with theirs. Okay, look at Venezuela with their new cryptocurrency backed up by gold. The first country that backed them up by gold. Countries are repatriating their gold so that they can give confidence in the people with their new currencies. When other countries see what Venezuela, the success that Venezuela is going to have, then they're all going to realize we don't need the US dollar. We don't need the Federal Reserve note. That's worthless, not backed up by anything. It has no value. There's no people attached to it. There's no gold. There's no silver. There's nothing. Okay? And they're going to make their own coin. And that's great. The more people that make actual money all around the world, the better for all of us. Okay? We don't compete with money. Okay? That's silly. Money is money. Currency is currency. Okay? It has no value. It's not backed by anything. It's just a system of, well, I promise that it has value. And I talked about this yesterday. I talked about it with like our FDIC system that guarantees our money in the bank. Europe has their own version, right? There's not enough in there to pay everybody their money if the banking system were to collapse and there was a run on the banks here in America or in Europe. We saw it happen in Greece. They didn't have enough money. People couldn't take their money out. Okay? So we've been telling you, keep some cash at hand. Keep some of that fiat cash at hand. Okay? Because if they limit you to just a certain amount that you can pull out of your ATMs every week and it's not enough to live on, you're going to be glad that you had some extra cash on you, not in the bank. Because what's going to happen is for them to pull out a new system, they're going to say, hey, we need your money. So we're going to take your money out of your account and we're going to use it to repair ourselves, repair our bank. I'm online. And we're going to give you an IOU. Okay? We'll pay you back. But seriously, they're not going to pay us back. Okay? And they'll take out whatever you got. If it's 10,000 bucks or if it's $10 million, they'll take it. If it's sitting in a bank. And they'll write you an IOU. Okay? In the meantime, you won't be able to touch anything. You won't be able to take any money out, except whatever it is they allow you. So if you don't have gold and silver, real hard assets, sitting around somewhere where you can get a hold of it, or some of that fiat cash, then you're going to need cryptocurrency. Even Bitcoin and all, Litecoin and Ethereum. Well, I don't know. Ethereum is, I heard, is backed by banks. Ripple is completely bank. I don't know if you're going to want those. But Litecoin is legitimate. Bitcoin is legitimate. Many. Most of the others are all legitimate. Okay, you're going to want some of those because you're going to be able to use them then. People will accept them. Okay, and you can make it through the transition. That's what it's going to be called, a transition. Okay, transition could be rough or it could be not so rough. Either way, we'll make it. Okay, but I'm trying to let everyone know that you have a chance to become a billionaire. I know how crazy that sounds. Okay, a billionaire. Okay, that's $1,000 million. $1,000 million. Okay, $100 million sounds really nice, doesn't it? $100 million. It's like we look at that and we say, oh, I can never blow through that. Well, you'd be surprised how people can blow through $100 million. But yeah, technically, it would set you up for life and you can pass it on. All you got to do is control yourself and manage your money right. Okay, and don't put it in the hands of people who you have no clue who they are. Take care of it yourself. It's almost a full-time job to be wealthy, unless you're just giving it out. You're doing something with it, constructive. Okay, 100 million is a lot. Imagine $1,000 million. That's a billionaire. And you can become a billionaire. Anybody can become a billionaire. The first million people that get one coin each, at least one coin, will be billionaires. Okay, there's two ways you can do it. Two ways you can do it. One, come in, get your free Pringles, then make a purchase, $100, to one of us trusted sellers. You're not buying it from admin. You're buying it from me or anybody else that's doing these videos. You look down below in the description of our videos, you'll find out how to contact us. You say, hey, I want to buy $100. Or, you go ahead and you set up your account and you say, hey, Paul, I've got my free Pringles, I've got my account, and now I want to spend $100 so that I can qualify for the cookie reward program, which will give me, if I purchase $100 and $10, in fact, that $10 back off, I'll pay for that, okay? Because it goes really quickly and it's easier to pay that in Bitcoin, and I've got some Bitcoin. So I'll just pay it for you. If you want to buy $100 from me, I'll pay the $10 and you'll be set. Okay. And you can pay me in PayPal. Okay. It doesn't matter how I get it. You can send me money in Western Union, or you can pay me in Bitcoin. But the point is, we validate the purchase and the sell, and boom, they put 100 million cookies into your account, which can be redeemed in the month of May, which is just in 10 days. Okay. The entire month of May, you'll be able to redeem that for 100 million Pringles, which is one full coin, which will eventually make you a billionaire. Right now it's worth $3.8 million. So, and we'll have probably another redemption period sometime later on in the year. Okay. We're going to have those until we hit our first million billionaires. We have 3 million people. You'd think we'd have a million of them that would have taken advantage of that by now. Okay. Because we've had the cookie reward system going for at least 6 months. Okay. And a lot of us have taken advantage of it. Now, I realize again, in some economic situations, $100 is a lot of money. Okay. Especially when you don't know for sure. You're taking a risk. Okay. But a lot of us, $100 is not that big of a deal when you're looking at the kind of leverage we're giving you. $100 equals $1 billion. Okay, that's unbelievable leverage. But we do understand, so that we have a way where you can get it without even spending $100. Okay, all you need to do is make sure you cover your $10 initial admin fee for your Kringle Cash back office in your wallet. And then what do? You got that Kringle Cash back office, which will allow you to give the gift away. When you give the gift away, you get coin. You get cookie rewards for giving the gift away. It doesn't cost you anything to tell people about it and say, hey, here's some free money. Okay? It doesn't cost you anything. So if you want to go that route, you can get a full billion coin. In fact, right now, they've got a minimum. You've got to give away 100 gifts to 100 people, and they'll give you 10 coins. Okay? It'll make you a multi-billionaire. You'll be a billionaire times 10. I've got admin has talked about reducing that in the future to where he will literally give you a full coin, or the equivalent 100 million cookies for every 10. Okay, every 10 gifts that you give out. So if you give out 10, you can become a billionaire. Just 10 gifts out. I mean, everybody's got 10 family members. Okay, so how easy is it to become a billionaire right now? It's unheard of. You're never going to find this again. Okay, again, here we are at a technology position like Microsoft was, like Amazon was, which are more ideas than tech. But the point is, as soon as the tech was there, Amazon came along. Amazon could never have been. Prior to Amazon, it was Walmart. Okay? Walmart still has their system, but they are online too, right? But Microsoft, look at that. Look at the companies that have come out at the beginning and said, hey, this is what we're going to do. Do you want to buy some stock? Well, I don't know anything about Microsoft. I'll stay away. Like I did with cryptocurrency and the Bitcoin. That looks crazy. I stayed away. Now I regret it. Okay. But now I got lucky, because when I did get involved in cryptocurrency or in Bitcoin at the end of 2016, I discovered the billion coin. And it had already been out for almost a year, right? So I definitely got involved. This was like February. I know it was beginning of March of last year. So by the time I figured it out and said, oh my gosh, it was just a couple of days after their first anniversary. And I've been hooked ever since. And I have seen it grow from 97,000 members to 3 million in 12 months. I know everything that's gone on with our coin. I know all the difficulties that we went through, because we had the same blockchain platform that Bitcoin did. And you saw what happened when they slowed down. Too many transactions. It bogged the system down. They had to fork out, create another coin, Bitcoin Cash. We had the same problems. And what's ironic is that we aren't on the trading exchanges. All that trading exchanges, those are all transactions. Okay? We had the same problem, but we weren't on the trading exchanges. We were just doing so much peer-to-peer in certain countries around the world where the people are financially much worse off than America. I mean, seriously, come on. America is like the richest country in the world. So put yourself in their place. Look around the world in some of these countries. They're poor. So they don't have this brainwash, and they see something and they're a lot more quick to jump on it when somebody explains it to them. Okay, there was nobody back when Microsoft came out to explain to people in Nigeria or Ghana, hey, or Zimbabwe or in the Philippines or wherever, hey, you know, you want some Microsoft stock. What's Microsoft? It's, you know, the internet and it is computer, and what's the internet? Okay, so, but it's a lot easier now when you talk to people about money, because everybody's concerned about money. Everybody's got to have money. Okay? What time is it? I've almost been on here over 50 minutes. Okay, friends, I'm going to try to wrap it up. I can talk and talk and talk. I just need you guys to realize the situation you're in right now is to take advantage. A lot of you are not meant to. Okay? There's people like me, there's other people I'm finding out with due to these videos that I am enjoying watching other people do. They're going through the same thing I'm going to. You talk to a person about it, and they're either going to say, "Wow, that sounds interesting. Yeah, you know, I'll get in," or they'll say no. And then, you know, if they're a really good friend, you'll tell them again, and then they'll say no. And then if you're really, really, really a good friend, you'll tell them again. Especially if you're hanging out with them a lot, right? And then they'll tell you no again, and then okay, what can you do? You weren't meant to have TBC, at least not right now. Okay? But we'll have some Kringle left over for you, and we'll hire you in the future, and we'll take care of you. But so that's the way it's always going to be. So I'm out here trying to find those of you who have your eyes open, your ears open, and can see and hear that, hey, here's an opportunity where I can spend $100 measly dollars, which I can blow in one evening, okay, and not think twice about it. And I can spend 100 and have the potential of being $1 billionaire, a billionaire, $1,000 million in US dollars, well, in euros, okay, even more so in US dollars. Okay, I worn myself out. Okay, so I'll talk more about this again tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Saturday? Yeah, Saturday's a little crazy, but I hope to be here. I'm already scheduled for 5 o'clock tomorrow. Pretty sure. So I'll be here. Like I said, I'll try to be here every day at 5 o'clock. Pacific Daylight Savings Time. Okay, but you can always go to my channel. It's YouTube/Paul Fisher 69. That's a yin yang thing. Okay, so Paul Fisher 69 is my YouTube video channel. So you can always go there and watch these later. Okay, whenever you got the time. And if you have questions, send me, you know, the best way to get me is on Telegram. And I'll have my information on Telegram. And after that, you can use email. My email's on there. I think I got a Gmail address on there, or I got a Proton address on there. And you can even get a hold of me on Facebook by sending me a private message, okay? Which isn't private, but it's private between you and you and me, but it's not private to Facebook. Even when you delete it, they still got it. Okay, so Telegram's not that way, okay? So I highly recommend. There's hardly 200 million people in the world using Telegram every day, or every month, I should say. Chatting away because it's so completely private. And it's free, okay? Check it out, telegram.com probably. I don't know, telegram.net. I don't know, just look up Telegram and it will tell you, okay? Very popular, the 9th most popular messaging service in the world. And they're coming out with their own abundance-based coin a year from now. Okay, so, and it's exciting. It validates us, okay, because they see what we're doing and they see that they can do the same thing. So the more the better. The more the better. Okay, guys, it's Friday night. Don't go crazy, but thank God it's Friday, right? Go have some fun if you can, any way you can, but be safe. And don't have any fear about the future. Okay, God's in control. But if you're listening to this, watching this, get your free Kringles at least. Spend $10 at least. Okay, it's $10 is a pizza. That's the most you have to lose if we're a scam. And how can we possibly be a scam if we're giving the coin away? Admin is the one that's giving the coin away, not even us. You get that directly from admin. Okay, that's how we distribute the coin out, because we're based on people owning the coin. That's where the value comes from. You, okay? You, and me. We are way more valuable than gold and silver, okay? So every time somebody gets coin in their hand or in their wallet, our billion coin, it raises the value of our coin up. First billion members, coin's going to top out, max out 1 billion euros per coin. Okay? There's no way it can't work. Okay? Think about it. There's no way it can't work, and there's no way it could be a scam, because the only people you can buy it from is other members of the community, one of our other 3 million members. Okay? Now, we'll still say there's a risk, okay, because we don't have control. God is in control. Anything could happen, but the chances of it happening is what you're looking at. What kind of a risk? You take a risk when you open up a business. You take a risk, a much bigger risk. I'm on the line. Don't do that, okay? And a way much bigger risk when you go into business. You're spending all kinds of money just so that you can work your butt off 24/7, never getting any sleep after that, to try to make it succeed in 3 years and break even. Okay? So come on, people. I'm right. Those of you, well, probably not you. You're probably not even watching this if you bought Microsoft back in the day, right? But those who did, was that hard for them to do? Was that hard work? Was that starting the business? No, they just bought some stock in a company that they felt that was going to go somewhere. And they understood the concept and the technology enough that I'm going to risk some. I've got some sitting there doing nothing. I'm going to risk some. And they're sure happy they did. Okay, so you just have to have a little bit of knowledge, see what it is, take a look at your finances, take a look at, okay, can I risk it? Can I risk $10? Can I risk 100? Can I risk 200? I'll have $2 billion. Can I risk 300? I'll have $3 billion. Okay, and then take it from there. Or you don't have to at all. Okay, but it's going to happen. All right, friends, that's it. I'm going to go have fun. You guys have fun too. And I'll see you later. Bye.